contender in the weight loss drug battle may be emerging. Pfizer advancing early trials for its once daily pill. The pharma giant telling investors it reworked its trials following last year's setback. Pfizer shares closing up 1%, but off the highs of the day. Let's bring in Jared Holz, Mizuho's healthcare strategist. Jared, great to see you. How good is this news? I mean, this drug had been, I don't want to say left for dead, but I mean, there's real disappointment surrounding that drug when it was in phase 2B and it had to be put back into phase 1. And here we are now. So how big of a development is this?
Great to see you, too. I think it's a small development. I agree with everything you said. I think they're kind of resuscitating this program in order to still be in the game. But it just doesn't sound like there's that much substance here until they give everyone more information about the clinical data itself and then, which dose they're going to bring forward. And then over the next 6 months, it appears like the company's strategy is kind of figure out the dosing they're going to use and then move that forward in a, bigger phase 2, phase 3 trial. So I still think they're a long ways away. Mm-hmm. It's a better outcome than shelving the program in total, but I'm just not sure it's legitimate yet.
The drug, which is called danuglipron, if I'm saying that correctly, they say that to date they've treated more than 1,400 patients with this, and there were no serious safety concerns. Can we then infer that, the profile that they had before, where they had a lot of nausea, a lot of vomiting, and that's why they sort of, shelved the program temporarily, that's abated, that they figured a way out?
Yeah, they must have solved something here. I mean, when you go through the press release and you dig deeper here, I think maybe the biggest disparity between what they said today and what they've said in the past is that they're going to switch this from a twice-a-day pill to once a day. And maybe just that very factor and a lower dose is leading to less side effect. I think that makes a lot of sense. But what they're also saying is that they're working on some sort of modified release, which we don't exactly know what that means either in this sense. But there's something about the way that the drug interacts with the body over time during the course of the day that probably makes it safer. So we'll see. But yeah, it's obviously, more inspiring today than it has been.
Hey, Jared, it's Tim. Go Browns, by the way. And I guess the way the market responded today is ultimately how you are assessing what this headline is. So if you look at the stock, and as traders, we can see that Pfizer, and you're not a trader, but as a trader, I can see that the stock is now above the 200-day. After a horrendous period, it's done some basing. There's some dynamics with the company. Let's talk about the bigger picture, not Danu. Let's talk about whether there is decent risk reward in this stock and where, at least in terms of the current pipeline, you feel like there's the most reason for optimism.
Hey, Tim. Yeah, I know you've liked this one for a while. I agree. I think it's rebasing here. I think the main reason is because what we kind of saw on the back of the first quarter earnings was that the numbers that Pfizer put up were better than its initial guidance. And so I think the street kind of extrapolated that. And what they did is they moved the earnings estimates forward a little bit, or higher rather, and that's given people more confidence that you're going to get potential beats and raises on the earnings line through the course of this year and maybe next year. And so a lot of the buy side, I think the view now is that estimates are too low, guidance is too conservative, and some of the cost-cutting measures and drug launches that they have in concert are leading to better earnings. So instead of the original guidance that they gave, maybe there's a little bit of upside this year and next year. And so I think that's kind of put a floor in the stock, the $25 to $27 range, and it really hasn't gotten lower than that. So I agree. It's probably rebasing. Today's news helps it fundamentally, but if you're just looking at this as far as like a PE multiple on a higher earnings number, I think that's what's really helping it.